Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do. I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all its life. Take the test.
Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else.
You got $10 million. He goes, listen, young boy, I don't want the world to know nothing about this because my image, he goes, some money, I'm gonna take care of you. Nobody's gonna say no.
Chances are, just out of nowhere, random universal selection, this boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline. It's like all of this just by accident.
Y'all,
50 Cent is out here having a full celebration right now because Jay-Z just got hit with some heavy drama. A judge officially allowed Rymir Carter's paternity case to move forward, and Jay now has until July 18th to respond. The timing alone got everybody talking, but here's the twist that's making the internet explode. There are rumors that 50 Cent might be helping Rymir with legal fees and even putting him in that new documentary he's cooking up about Diddy and Hov. Nothing is confirmed, but the streets are buzzing.
I wasn't in the ad because of look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, I don't. What is the issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I with M, because like with Nori he had communication. He said, yeah, I talked to the big homie. He said, so Jay, he was telling me, you know, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without 50, right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, because I look and I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? And so he imaged himself after a gay painter. Okay. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
so
this.
Now look, what I'm saying to you is, look, when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, they Harper, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre.
Like crazy. One thing is for sure, this situation is about to get messy real fast. And this ain't no normal paternity case at all. The claims behind it are wild. People online are saying Rymir's mother accused Jay of being involved with her back in 1992, when she says she was underage at the time. None of this has been proven, but the accusations have kept this case alive for years. Now her son at 32 is publicly asking for answers. What's making people talk even louder is the rumor mill claiming Beyonce has been trying to keep the case quiet to protect the family.
Beyonce thing came when a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp, and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay, about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away little boy, something to that effect. There was something out there with the song they made. And then next thing I know, somebody was at my property.
Family image. Again, no verified proof, just online chatter. But now that a judge stepped in and 50 Cent is stirring everything up, folks think the truth, whatever it is, might finally come out. Some fans are even saying this could damage Jay-Z's legacy if the case keeps moving forward. His name, his marriage, his empire. People are wondering what could be on the line if the allegations get more attention. So who is Rymir Carter, and why has this case been dragging for more than a decade? Turns out his real name is Rymir Satterthwaite, and he says he's been trying to prove Jay-Z is his father since he was...
It's something crazy going on with this case. Honestly, I just want everybody in the world just to keep their eyes open and just watch things that happen, that just like how things unfold, because it's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, this collusion, who knows what it's for, money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong but come in here, tell you guys the truth, put our life on the line, come to every court case and give you 100% plus of us. And basically we just got
19. That's practically his entire adult life spent searching for answers. His mother, Wanda, claims she met Jay when she was underage. But again, this is her claim, not established fact. and she said she became pregnant soon after.
What makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
When she tried to reach out, she said Jay disappeared and never responded. Rymir is now a grown man, and he's refusing to let the story fade without closure. But here's where things get even stranger. Rymir's godmother, Lily Coley, said that people connected to Jay's camp once tried to settle everything privately. She claimed there were early conversations about
met Jay-Z and had intercourse with him. How old was she?
I would say I think she was about 16, 17, or 16, just turning 16 or 17. I know it was one of them.
And Jay-Z was what age?
I wouldn't happen to know. I think he was in his 20s?
I read 22.
Yeah,
I think I read 22, but he was in his 20s.
Yes, I wouldn't happen to know his age, but 22, I'm pretty sure if they put that out there, then.
I really try not to get frustrated, you know, basically. I really try not to think about it, you know, I go on with my life because, you know, anything could happen, but, you know, I still gotta live for myself at the end of the day, you know, I still gotta work and bring an income for me, you know, I can't sit around, you know, I gotta get up off my feet and do something, you know, I can't wait on the world, like I can't say, you know, I can't wait on anybody to want to respond when they want to. It is important that I know who my biological father is, just because, you know, my mom's health, I don't know if it's coming from our family or it's coming from the other side, and that would be something I really would want to find out, because, you know, in the future, you don't know what could happen. And a lot of people are so quick to judge because they see somebody coming out and try to find out if the person that, you know, trying to find out things, they so negative to push you down, like, you know.
What? Possibly helping Rymir with music, since he really does have talent. But then, out of nowhere, the mood allegedly switched up. New lawyers appeared, communication changed, and the whole situation went cold. Why the sudden shift? Some people speculate that if the public believed Jay was involved with someone underage back in the early 90s, the backlash would be massive, legally and socially. But again, none of these claims have been proven in court.
And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like, it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like, just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, you know, it's not fair.
Allegations, rumors, and old accusations, not established reality. People also point out that the situation becomes even more sensitive if a minor was allegedly taken across state lines, another claim that has never been verified. So yeah, you can see why lawyers have been fighting this case aggressively on both sides. This story has layers, emotions, old accusations, and a whole new wave of attention thanks to 50 Cent sitting in the background with a smirk like he's watching the best show on earth.
Sean Carter, that's what she was calling him at first before she was calling it Jay-Z. And I really didn't know who that was because I was young and, you know, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father, and I just want you to know. And she continued to tell me that over the years and over the years and over the...
And now the world is waiting to see what Jay-Z says when that July 18th deadline hits. So here's the breakdown. We got a 32-year-old man claiming Jay-Z is his father, a mother who left behind a signed statement before she passed, and now a judge who finally decided this case deserves to move forward. And on top of that, rumors are flying that 50 Cent is helping fund the whole situation just to watch Jay sweat in real time.
Try to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking is, like, because I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot. And as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why are you? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
This drama is wild, and the timing could not be worse for Jay-Z. With everything happening around Diddy's legal mess, folks are paying attention like never before, and big hip-hop moguls aren't getting automatic protection anymore. People are even whispering that some parts of Diddy's case might connect back to Jay-Z, but that's just speculation buzzing online, not proven fact. The game has shifted. More people are speaking up, more cases are moving.
Surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those
moving forward, and suddenly Jay-Z is facing accusations he probably thought were buried forever. Now it's 2025, and this time the story is packed with old receipts, legal filings, and a judge finally stepping in. Let's rewind to how all of this got started. Back in 1992,
Satterthwaite, Wanda's son. She had him when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
Oh the detail.
That's how Rymir Satterthwaite made it into this world. Take the test, then. That's fine. We'll give you don't know Diddy. Take the test. You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all his life. Take the test. Do something. You've been dead beating it your whole life.
when Jay was still coming up in the music world, Rymir's mother, Wanda, said she met him when he allegedly picked her up in Philadelphia and brought her to his aunt's home in Brooklyn. 2 weeks later, she said he came back again and then disappeared. According to Dr. Lily Coley, who knew Wanda personally, Wanda's story went even deeper. She said Wanda...
Accusations are crazy.
I don't have no felonies. I'm not crazy or none of that. It's like, I just want the truth, and it's so hard to get it from the courts. And seems like Jay-Z don't want to say anything. So, you know, I don't want to see him go down for something that, you could have just got taken care of. That's it.
Nobody's talking about the fact that he is currently suing his first biological son to quiet him and put a gag order on him. Why would he be doing that? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that Rymir's mother was a minor when she conceived Rymir with Mr. Carter, who was a grown adult. What kind of family man is that? You don't want anyone to know, you or your wife, don't want anyone to know who your actual biological children are, because most of them were created with minors while you were an adult. He's been in court with this young man for the past decade, fighting taking a DNA test. If he's not your kid, take the DNA test. Simple. The young man is not your son. Why have you spent so much money trying not to take a DNA test? Take the DNA test if he ain't your kid. You such a proud family man. While you fight back the truth about your firstborn biological son, because you don't want nobody to know that his mama was barely 15 when you made her a mother and you were a grown man. I'm here.
Yeah.
Him and Blue Ivy got the same.
Met Jay when he was known in the neighborhood as Rock, back when the block was heavy with hustle activity. There were also long-running claims in the community that Jay was in the street life at the time. But again, that's neighborhood talk, not official documentation. When Wanda learned she was pregnant, she didn't have any way to reach Jay. She was young, scared, and trying to keep her life together, so she put her boyfriend, Robert Graves,
Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
To us, black excellence.
That had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch. You're like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
What was interesting was that Jay-Z's camp basically put out a statement saying that Jay and Puff are not friends and they're not close at all or whatever else. Did you see the two of them interact a lot?
I seen them interact, but I wouldn't say they was close. I believe Puff felt they was close.
Oh.
But if you was a person on the outside looking in, like me and Uncle Paulie used to always talk about it, me and D-Rock used to talk about, yo, why Puff kind of like sucking Jay off so much? You know what I'm saying? Because you'd be like, we done flew to 5 or 6, 7 different concerts that Jay-Z has. But Jay-Z is not at one of Puff's shows. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Rock brunch where Puff will break his neck to get to the brunch, but Jay-Z don't pop up at any of Puff parties. You know, now I can only speak up until 2012. You know what I'm saying? And Puff was breaking his neck. Like at the end of the day, in our mind, we say, yo, he ain't even invite Puff to his wedding. When he married Beyonce, Steve Stout and all of them was there. You know what I'm saying? And Puff was kind of in his feelings, but once again.
Oh, Puff was upset he didn't get invited to the wedding?
Of course he was.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, we're security, so we're bottom on a tote pole. So he's not going to show you that it really affects him until you have a little conversation with him, or you say something, or you overhear something. But he didn't get invited to that, you know. Yeah, Jay came through every once in a while. Like if we was in a yacht in Saint-Tropez or one of these places like that, Jay might ride up, you know what I'm saying? And it's more or less to show, yeah, I got a yacht too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm out here too. More or less than we're tight friends. I look at it as two people that's getting money because they did have some businesses together. And we did have to go to some meetings together. And it was like, this is how far it goes, but we're not friends. You know what I'm saying? Like people ask me that all the time. I mean, Jay ain't really with Puff. It was no personal into it. It would be like if Ron Burgos is flying from LA on his jet, but Jay-Z just so happens to be going to New York too. We all end up on the jet.
Down is the father on the birth certificate. But in 2011, everything changed. Robert took a DNA test, and court documents say he was removed from the birth certificate because he wasn't the father. And Wanda had told people she was only involved with 2 men during that time, Robert and Jay. That's when Rymir said he was done waiting and began pursuing legal action himself. He filed his first case in 2010, and from the start, it turned...
I work every day. I also have my own kids to take care of, so it's like, it's been a journey for me, and it's just like, you know, I just got so much on my name right now. I never ask for money. I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I work for everything. I work for everything. Next is I'm just trying to basically make sure no other kids or nobody else in the world has to go through this. Basically, don't feel afraid to go to court and see if a person is your biological parents. You know, so many people are scared, and this is a big thing in the world. A lot of people don't have their fathers because they scared to go out and search for them, and sometimes they only take a little search. You know, go search, and if it's wrong, we're adults. Well, most of us adults, even for the teenagers, this shows this being a role model for them, showing you can't go in the courtroom, and if you're doing everything correctly, you should be able to just get treated as equal as the other person. I've always been person that I never hate anyone. I never, you know, I don't walk around with hate for a person. So I try to teach my kids that just be the best that you can be. So that's just a motto I go off. I would never hate Jay-Z. You know, it was never that type thing. You know, I respect him for everything he did. And as I said, I've been going through a whole lot through these years because this case, like me, my mom, my godmom, we didn't seen the worst. We didn't have people, you know, slander my name like you want Jay-Z money, and I hear it all. I'm going to fight until I'm not here no more, and it's never going to be against no one. Like, you know, I'm going to continue to fight. It'll take another 10 years, maybe another 50. Maybe I'll take this to the grave with me, but everybody can say I fought this.
Yeah.
He's come out and said, like, you know, this is just long-term harassment, man. He's like, this thing is just won't go away.
Long-term harassment. You know how disrespectful that is to a man that looks almost identical to you?
Yeah, that's his child. That's very disrespectful. I mean,
to a man that chances are, just out of nowhere, random universal selection, this boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline, same straight knobby knees. It's like all of this just by accident. Just by accident. It's just a coincidence that this man looks like he could be your Irish twin. Are you kidding me? I'll tell you what I do know. I do know that I have listened to actual commentary from his godmother, Lily, who sat with a friend of mine, Liz Croakey. I was there, I was present. I heard it come out of her mouth. Wanda was a minor when she got pregnant with Rymir. And like Wanda always said, he picked her up in Philly, but he took her to New York across state lines to bed her while she was allegedly underage. Even though Lily was present when Rymir was born.
Turned into chaos. Rymir claims Jay's camp paid for lawyers who kept blocking the case, pushing it around different courts, dismissing it, reopening it, then delaying it again. And the way the case bounced around really made some observers wonder if something unusual was going on, or if the system was just too complicated for a young man fighting alone. One of the biggest legal twists came when Jay-Z's team argued he couldn't be forced to take—
Very clear on the fact that Wanda was a minor when she was pregnant with Rymir, who was born a year before my son Giovanni. He came 92. That means she got knocked up in 91. He was well into his 20s by that time. Well into his 20s. Allegedly taking teenage girls over state line. He got unlucky, that condom broke. Poor guy. Or maybe that was just karma. Maybe God made sure that happened for a moment like right now. Disgusting. Don't nobody want to talk about the other kids that everybody denies don't exist in. You know, to be a billionaire that can't get a loan is one thing. But to be a broke billionaire and a deadbeat dad, that's something different.
yeah. You know, even Solange's son, the Daniel kid, he says he doesn't have a great relationship with Beyonce, Jay-Z. What do you feel someone coming out saying, hey, Jay-Z's my father? What does that person want from a Hov if he's saying he does not care?
To
You
prove
think
that his mother wasn't a liar, because that's what they said his entire life while she was alive. Denying him makes her a liar. That woman was on the phone with the judge who was harassing her, telling her, demanding that she stop filing for paternity when she gave way and died. His mama died on the phone. Trying to get proper acknowledgement to him. If your mama died like that, would you just sit around and let people keep calling her a liar?
But my thing is this, like, this is how easy it is. First of all, kids come before everything.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're gonna have problems with your kids sometimes, but if you got $1 billion, if you got $10 million, we go, listen, young boy, I don't want the world to know nothing about this because my image, here goes some money, I'm gonna take care of you. Nobody's gonna say no. You my son, I love you. I'm gonna give you money. I just don't want nobody to know about this. It's easy to manage. The fact,
yeah, but that starts with extortion. That's the first step of extortion.
No, but
once you give someone some money, you are now an ATM.
So you saying someone? No, your son. Like there's a difference between someone and your son that you made, right or wrong.
Still a stranger though. You don't know.
It don't matter. But if you made him, he's a stranger because of you.
Yeah.
He's a stranger because of you. If you're a stranger, you know what I mean. So my thing is, if you my son, my thing is, I think a son is something all men want. A son.
Yeah.
If once you have a son, you don't care if he was 40 and you just met him, he's your son. You be like, yo, especially if you got the means to just do whatever you want. That's the thing I think a regular person like me don't understand.
The fraud on the court, if we just let that, just pass and not say anything about it, they will continue to do anything they want. This is not just with us, it's with people in the world. Like a lot of fraud and a lot of collusion that's just been going on and just been looked over was never supposed to happen. Like, and I would not let that pass. I'm not letting the lawyers get away with that. They will not go in the courtroom of justice and just lie like that and continue to get praised off it, or use this lie to benefit off all these years. Like, we've been going to court, putting our hard-earned money out there, and we going in there to fight fraud. That's just that's craziness. That's really craziness, and I don't think nobody in the world should have to go through that. You going in there, you paying your hard-earned money. You got these lawyers that just frauding and pitting anything they want basically in the courtroom, and the judges is just allowing this to go on. I honestly believe that both of them should be hold it responsible for this, because you guys, this is you guys' job, and if the judge can't see this or overlook it, I can understand a mistake, but just throughout the years, to continue to overlook fraud is just craziness to me. Like, come on, it's right there in your face. If you can't see that, then I don't know what.
Like a DNA test in New Jersey because he didn't own property there. But then Rymir produced documents suggesting Jay did have property in Jersey during that period. Now the whole thing is wide open again. And 50 Cent isn't just trolling for laughs. He's reportedly putting money behind what could turn into one of the biggest hip-hop scandals in recent memory. A judge finally took the case seriously, and Rymir says he's not backing down for anything. Jay-Z has until July 18th to respond, and the entire world is watching to see what he does next. Is he finally going to take a DNA test, or will his team find another legal move to keep things delayed? One thing's clear, this story is far from finished, and 50 Cent is ready to squeeze every moment of Jay-Z's stress for content, jokes, and whatever comes next.